Not a man cave intro this time, but room 116 at the Port Patrick Hotel. How's that for a change? It's a long story, but all will become clear in the fullness of time. This is just by way of an introduction to my approach, if you like, to Royal Deeside for this little trip, these few days. And this first video is literally just the approach to Balata, where I spent a couple of nights camping. I think there's going to be 3, maybe 4 videos from this trip, so hope you find them interesting, and yeah, see what you think. All right, so this is only a short one, this is, says he, hopefully. See how it turns out. Cheers.
Well, good afternoon everybody. You join me in Glen, Shee, and over on the right in the trees is Glen Shee House. Big place, mansion house. This was the seat of the Clan MacThomas, one of the lesser known clans up here in Scotland, and up on the right is their gathering grounds. Up in the trees on the left, I should say, is the gathering grounds of the Clan MacThomas. Not so much in control these days, but back in the day, the MacThomases were, well, they held sway, shall we say, locally. So yes, we're in Glen Shee, and this is a road that I've driven so many times with a dirty great big 6-wheeler coach on the way to Braemar and on the way back between Braemar and Pitlochry, and it's one of those roads. It's obvious as you drive down it or along it that it's going to be an absolutely fantastic road on a motorbike, which it is, and I've been looking forward to riding this road for many years, really. Just to ride it on a motorbike, but in the last couple of years, looking forward to coming up here on the bike, because of this, well, I nearly said YouTube nonsense, YouTube business, shall we say. There's so much to talk about up here, and I'm on my way across to Balata for a few days in Royal Deeside, or on Royal Deeside, shall we say. But out in front of us, like I say, we're running through Glen Shee at the minute, and in front of us, a few miles in front of us, we've got the climb up to the Cairnwell Pass. We pass the spittle of Glen Shee before we start to climb, and we have been cheated to a certain extent in terms of some of the corners, some of the spectacular corners that used to be here prior to, well, certainly prior to 20 years ago. There was the road over the Cairnwell Pass was a lot windier than it is now, and it was notorious for its one hairpin bend in particular, the Devil's Elbow, which is no more. I think we can see the line of the old Devil's Elbow across the left. We certainly could do from a coach, but whether we can do from a motorbike, I don't know, because I'm not sitting as high up as behind the wheel of the coach. I do hope this audio is okay. I've been having the devil's own job to get it sorted in the last couple of months. So I'm just going to film this this run over the Cairnwell basically, and on the way down the other side, down towards Braemar, and then I'll cut it off because over the next couple of days I've got 1 or 2 bits of filming in the planning stage, shall we say, and I don't want to impinge on future material, shall we say. It's been decidedly wet further south, through the central belt, from about 60 miles south of Edinburgh to well, about 60 miles north of Edinburgh, I suppose. Really, it's been decidedly squelchy, so I wouldn't have been able to do any filming further south really anyway, but it's decided to sort itself out now anyway. The forecast in front of us is not perfect, but I should have opportunity to do what I want to do and show you what I want to show you. So you can see the blue sign. We're coming to the Spittal of Glen Shee. Spittal. It doesn't sound ever so pleasant, but it's taken the French really, from the French shelter, refuge. There was the McThomas Bridge we just crossed, by the way. And that's what it means, it's a refuge, and it's where the word hospital comes from in actual fact. Spittal. Well, the snow gates are open, that's a good sign. I understand they have been closed this last winter a couple of times to stop people coming over the Cairnwell. Having said that, up on the top of the Cairnwell is the Glen Shee ski development, which relies on the snow obviously, so they do try and get it open as often as possible. What a lovely road. What a lovely road this is. Like I said, I've been looking forward to this for so long. Bleak. Admittedly it is bleak across here, but it is tremendous mountain scenery, although it does look as if the top might well be in cloud over the top of the Cairnwell out in front of us. I was just thinking, I used to come across here a little more sedately in the coach, but having looked at the speedo, 55, well, it's probably about the same, to be honest. This was the road that went in, this is the more modern road that went in around about 2000, maybe just before the year 2000. It was mainly a single track road prior to this, as was so many roads in the north of Scotland, because we're effectively in the northeast really, where we are at the minute. And just occasionally we see evidence of the old road, one side of us or the other. There we are, over on the left there. I believe the Devil's Hairpin, Devil's Elbow might have been across there in actual fact, I'm not sure. Over to the left of us. Either way, there's no way of getting to it now. Most of my work over here with the coach was indeed during winter, and on the way across we used to look for mountain hare with the winter coat on, with the white winter coat, and sometimes ptarmigan as well, which is like a mountain grouse I suppose really, but during the winter they're almost pure white. More of a tawny colour during the summer. And of course deer, red deer. Lots of red deer across here, but They do tend to stay out of our way. Just over 2,000 feet above sea level is the Cairnwell, which is where we are now, the Cairnwell Pass. Oh, we're coming into Aberdeenshire now. I wasn't quite sure exactly where the border was. It's that long since I've been up here with the coach. And you can see the chairlifts now for the ski development, up to the right and up to the left as well. Just nicely below cloud level at the minute. I don't know what sort of winter they've had here, to be honest. We're not working up here anymore. I sort of lose touch with things. So that's the Glen Shee Ski Centre. And now we're starting to drop down on towards Balmoral. I know I've used the term before several times, but I never tire of it, to be honest. This is it's what I tend to refer to as majestic grandeur. The Scottish mountains. We're sort of almost on the southern edge of the Cairnwell Mountains here. The Cairngorms, the main group of Cairngorms is up to our left, a few miles away, up to our left at the minute. Up to our right, just out of sight in the cloud, is a mountain that's well over 3,000 feet above sea level, probably close to 4,000 feet, certainly over 1,000 metres. That's Loch Nagar up to the right. That's a mountain that will feature in my commentary either tomorrow or Tuesday. So with that, I'll knock it on the head for this one and say cheerio until the next one, which should be tomorrow, hopefully, when we kick off from the campsite at Balmoral. On one of two little trips I'm going to do. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. And give us a thumbs up if you could, and subscribe, and tell me what you think. Cheerio then.